All right, okay. Now I'm live. Okay, hello everybody. It's almost like I've never done this before. I must have done this about, I don't know, 50 or 60 or 100 times by now. And sometimes I still don't press the right buttons. So there you go. It's just a man in his middle ages being slightly idiotic with technology. We've all been there. And if you've not been there, you've seen it. You know what it's like. So hello everybody. Let me know you can hear me. And also let me know you can hear the background music and it's not too loud. Okay. Now, I've already done this because I was chatting away, but I wasn't live. But I'm live now. So hello, Karen. Hello. Karen's our top scorer. Karen's been hitting some big scores in recent times. So we're looking for more of that tonight. A bread winner as well. And it is Wednesday. That means the bread is up for grabs. Hello, Noodle Diddles. Yay. Hello, Tate. With Robin down there in the sunny and COVID-ridden northwest of England. Les Tromblons. Mais oui, enchanté, les Tromblons. Eh oui. Très bien. Hein? Hello, Michael. Hello, Tim. Who else is here? Natters. House of Mincer here. All right. Spage. Saw Strolls as well. All right. Hello to everybody. Can hear you. Thank you for that, Lucy. Excellent stuff. We can hear both just fine. Brilliant. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, good stuff. Right. That was David. Now, David won the bread, I think, a few weeks ago, but couldn't get the bread because he's not in Edinburgh. So he gave it to Marion because Marion was next out the hat. Then Marion won the booze and said, I'm going to give that to David, right? Because David's away in Paisley, I think. So that was superb by both of them. And it looks like Mr. Scanlon is enjoying the fruits of that situation. So I'm glad that all worked out. Well done, everybody. Can hear the background. That's good. Hey, hey, hey. Bill, how's it going? Heats of mints. How's the holiday? It was fantastic. I went on about it quite a bit on Friday and Monday, so I won't say too much, but it was brilliant. I was down in Galloway, a part of Scotland I've not really explored very much, and it was just brilliant. Small Fabian gang here tonight. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everybody. And a cup of soups have reached Simon's. That's extra good news. Great stuff. Right, let's get the quiz moving. I'm a tiny bit behind schedule here, but you're well used to that. You know. Here we go. Right, here's tonight's quiz. Hello, appear. Enchanté. Voila. Okay, right, so give us a share. That's what that graphic means. I think it's quite a crap graphic. I'm going to change it, but click, share, hit share. 7 o'clock. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the big quiz. That's just now. Zoom quiz. If you want to hire me, if your company wants to celebrate the fact that you all labour for the same employer, or if you want to treat your troops, if you're the employer, hire me. I'll do a Zoom quiz in the afternoon, £95. Good bargain. Rapido is on 7 o'clock. So all the quizzes on 7 o'clock. Rapido is a quick one. I do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's not as popular as this quiz, but the people who come like it very much. So maybe you should try it as well. So how to play the quiz tonight, answer the questions, mark yourself after each round, and don't shout out answers in the chat because everybody's just trying to answer the questions. So you answer, you write down, but don't shout out the answers in the chat. I'll give you the answers at the end of each round. At the end of the quiz, I'll get you to upload your scores. This is scores from Monday, UK Alliance. Mr. Doyle, whose line quiz is it anyway? Whose line quiz is it anyway? Right, I see. Ha Noodle Doodles, Quiz Balls, Pajero, Huey Lucid the Clues, Marion, Lorna, Lumpy Gravy, Chameleon, Social Outcast, and Spedge, all there on Monday. There's James the Baker, purveyor of tonight's main prize, which is the BREID. See that in his hands there? That's the BREID. And he'll bring you the BREID right to your house. There's a former winner. Look at that. Thank you. Okay, the BREID could be you. Well, let's do it. It's 7 minutes past. I've slightly caught up. Here we go. You ready? So the first round is the same letter round. That means all of the answers for the first round begin with the same letter. So once you got the letter, it's nice and easy. You know what I mean? Here we go. Latin name, straight in with the Latin. What is the more common name for Ilex aquifolium, which is often used in Christmas decorations? So a very common, what's the common name? What's the usual name? That's the Latin name. Ilex aquifolium, used in Christmas decorations. What is that stuff? Yeah. Question number 2, with the same letter, is if a woman is polyandric or described as polyandric, what does she have more than one of? All right, a woman has more than one what if she is polyandric? It's a words question. Number 3, don't worry if you missed these. I'm going to go back over them, but I'll get through the first round fairly quickly. Which Caribbean country has a capital city named Port-au-Prince? Or Prince? I mean, it's French, isn't it? So I'm presuming you say Port-au-Prince. Maybe. Je cherche la bibliothèque. But Port-au-Prince is the capital of which Caribbean country? Remember, they all start with the same letter in the first round. Hello, shop workers. Hello, golden girls. Homburg, Trilby, and Fez are all types of what? That's question number 4. Homburg, Trilby, and Fez. 3 different types of the same thing. What type of thing? And the last question is a one-word answer. What 4-letter word has been the title of UK chart hits for Deep Purple, Kula Shaker, and LL Cool J? So they've all had songs with the same title that have been hits, different songs. Well, the Deep Purple and Kula Shaker one were the same song, but the LL Cool J one is different. And they've all got the title, which is one word. It's a 4-letter word. Okay. Thank you very much, Karen. Tell me that you're ready. That's the stuff. Once you are ready, let me know. When I see enough people saying that you're ready, I'll give you the answers. I shall very quickly go back over these questions so you can see them, just in case you missed any if you came in late. So, Ilex aquifolium, Christmas decoration. What's the common name for that stuff? Latin name, yeah? So it's something natural. You know what I mean? A real flashing light. What if I turn this light off? How's that? Is that better? Might be. If a woman is polyandric, then what does she have more than one of? That's question number 2. Number 3, which Caribbean country has capital Port-au-Prince? Homburg, Trilby, and Fez are all types of what? Thanks for telling me you're ready. Everyone's telling me you're ready. So I think this is a fairly straightforward round. Deep Purple, Kula Shaker, LL Cool J, they all had hits with songs with the same title, which is a 4-letter word. So what's the word? Okay, you all ready? Here we go. Going to give it the letters straight away. So if you haven't decided, decide now. Make a decision. Get an answer down. Here come the answers. Get ready to mark yourself. You do the marking. All right. Did you get a letter? It's letter H for hiya. Hiya, pal. Hiya. Here come the answers. So, Ilex aquifolium, that's got to be holly. Yeah, there it is. You know, I was looking this stuff up on Wikipedia today. There are more than 400 individual species of holly. Blows your mind. Polyandric is husbands. Andros is man, Greek. Poly, many. Everything comes from Greek. You should know that by now. So polyandric, it's the equivalent of polygamy. Polyandry is having more than one husband. God knows why you would want to. Which Caribbean country has a capital called Port-au-Prince? That's Haiti. When I was a kid, I always thought it was Haiti. Haiti. But I think they say Haiti. Number 4, Homburg, Trilby, and Fez are all types of hats, of course. Right, let's do a first bonus. Right, I'm about to put up a picture of a famous Homburg wearer. First person to guess who it is gets their name on the wheel, which is how you win prizes. All right, you've got to get your name on the wheel because they'll spin the wheel at the end. So I'm about to put up a picture of a famous Homburg wearer, and he's like stepping out of a building. He's got a Homburg and he's got a waistcoat on, a little chain. Mid-century. British. Give you some clues until someone gets it. No, Sinatra's not right. Politician. Colossal figure in UK life in the middle of the 20th century. I'm not seeing too many posts. The only one I've seen so far is from the Spedge. Maybe there's a little delay. Here they come. Got it. Someone's got it. Winston. That's right. There he is. Get up, please. So Spedge was the first one to get that. So you're on the wheel straight away, which is superb. Got to try and remember to do a few more of those. You see, get more names on the wheel. Right. Anyway, back to the answers here. What four-letter word? Title for all those bands: Cooler Shaker, Deep Purple, LL Cool J. It's Hush. Hush. Cooler Shaker had a cover of the Deep Purple song, which was the original. And that's it. That's the round. So you get 2 points for every correct answer. So possible 10 points. But you get +2 if somebody is a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe now. It's down there. Click the bell, and then you get a warning on the quiz. If someone in your team shares the quiz tonight, if anybody on your team presses share, you get +1. And you get +1 if it's your birthday, but it's probably not your birthday. Let's face it. So, there's the answers altogether. Holly husband, Haiti hats, hush. Holly husband, Haiti hats, hush. Okay, what you got? Full 13 for the Porn Dwarf. So it's 10 out of 10 plus the 2-point bonus, the 1-point bonus. Ooh, shocker for Mr. Edgley. Look at that. 4 out. Gee, really? What'd you get? Which ones did you put? You got tickets for Deep Purple next year? Really? Are they not all dead? John Lord's dead, so there's no point in going. John Lord is but couldn't get Hush. Disaster. Yes! 13 out of 10. But it's always good if you tell us what wrong answers you put. If you get something like polyandric wrong, it's always interesting to know what you actually put. Right, you're saying it's a hard round. Put hell for what? Oh, for the last one, probably. 13 for the Fabians. Tom Holland Fan Club got 11. 13 for the Abbey Hillbillies. Keeping it real. In a crossover zone between Leith and the Old Town. Abbey Hill. Come on. Right, let's get on with it. All right, yeah, it's quite easy to get the music one wrong. Heat, that's another possible answer. Yeah, it's always interesting to know what other people are putting for the wrong answers. Right, here we go. Round 2 is the picture round. I'll try and get through these first rounds fairly quickly. Right, number 1, brands. I think this is quite a difficult picture round, actually. Which kind of product from Scotland carries this image in its logo? Sweets or whiskey? All right, so it's a Scottish product with this image on the packaging. What is the product? Is it sweets or is it whiskey? Oh, brilliant. For polyandric, Joanne went for 2 heads. It's the only thing I could think of. The letter 2 heads. That'd be polycephalic, wouldn't it? Or bicephalic. John Mackey's saying his guess for polyandric is too stupid for public consumption. He probably said heads as well. Right, number 2. Which motor race do you have to win to be awarded this trophy? Is it the Monaco Grand Prix? Is it the Le Mans 24-hour race? Or is it the Indianapolis 500? Okay, so for me, that would be a pure guess. I don't know about motor racing. So Monaco Grand Prix, Le Mans 24-hour race, or Indianapolis 500? Which race do you have to win that massive trophy, which is literally taller than a man? Silly name. Now here's a chance for some more silly guesses. Which outdoors household item completes the name of this 1990s UK band? They were called Ned's Atomic something. What's the last word of that? So Ned's Atomic something. It's a household item and usually found outdoors. So what is that? Number 4. These are the two most popular types of valve found on bicycle tyres. Which one is known as the Presta valve? Valve A or valve B? All right. Valve A or valve B or valve Dunican? Man, I've got to use that one night in a Picto valve Dunican. That'd be amazing. So anyway, which one is Presta? Two styles. Which one is the Presta? A or B? Okay. And the last one, number 5. During which century did a guy called Anthony van Dyck paint this portrait of the 5 children from the British royal family at the time? So this was the son and daughters of the king at the time, as it was, and painted by Van Dyck. Which century was this painting executed? That's the picture round. See, I think that's quite difficult. I'll show you the pictures again. Tell me if you're ready. Let's quickly go through them. So 50-50 here, even if you don't know. Sweets or whiskey? Okay, there's a product from Scotland with that on its branding, that image on its branding. Is it sweeties or is it whiskey? Number 2, what motor race do you have to win to get this massive trophy? Monaco Grand Prix, Le Mans 24-hour or Indy 500? Who's the band? Ned's Atomic something. A couple of you seem to know it. A couple of you been to see them. Number 4, 2 most popular types of valve. Which one is the Presta style of valve? A or B? And the last one, name that century. 5 children of the king. When was the painting executed? Tell me when you're ready. Right, Karen's ready. Karen's always ready. Karen gets 52 out of 10 every single round. And she gets it in that many seconds. Ready, 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 ready. Lethal Weaponer here as well. Nice one. Let's do it. Let's get the answers on for the picture round. Okay, so did you get this one right? I asked this in the pub once, and a lot of people went for sweets. They thought it was Fisherman's Friends, but it's whiskey. Bunnahabhain. Oh, where's the pub? I must steer my boat towards the pub. Bunnahabhain. So whiskey is correct. The answer is the Indianapolis 500, the Indy 500. I wish I'd got a more close-up picture to show you at this point, because you see all the little knobbly bits on the actual trophy. They're heads. They're the heads of the winning driver. If you win the race, you get your head modelled in silver and then added onto the trophy. Mental. Ned's Atomic Dustbin. Biggest hit was a song called Happy. Although I can't think how that goes. The only one of theirs that I know is called Kill Your Television, which is great. Right, which one is Presta? It's Valve A. Here's a quick bonus question. I'm going to try and do one of these every round. I'm going to think of them off the top of my head. What is the name of the other type of valve? First one to get it on there gets their name on the wheel of names. So Presta is valve A. So 2 points for that, but can you name the other type of valve? That's right. I knew somebody would know this. Schrader. That's correct. Right, Richard, you're on the wheel. Yes, good stuff. Okay. I've just gone over there to type your name in. So it's now Spedge and Richard Rennick. I don't know, Lucy. I'll ask everybody. Does anyone know the origin of the name Ned's Atomic Dustbin? Meanwhile, I'll tell you the last answer. The Royal Nippers. That is the 5 children of Charles I, and they were painted in the 17th century by Mr. Van Dyck. So there you go. The king got his head cut off. The second one there, that's Charles II in the middle. Big dog, by the way. I think he was more fortunate not to get his head cut off. Well, yeah, see, disturbing heads on the trophy, I would say so. Definitely. Someone was saying they got the more racing one from the bricks on the track. I didn't spot that. Let's have a look. So is that a thing? They have bricks at the Indianapolis track. Is that a thing? I didn't know that. Good. There's an alternative theory to me saying that's a massive dog. They're saying, well, maybe it's little kids. Michael's saying, maybe it's just tiny wee kids. Maybe the dog's just normal size. 6 for the fist, 10 for Marion. The Ned's name came from the Goon Show, really? Did it? What, the full name? Or just the Ned bit, or what? I know it was Neddy Goon was one of the characters on the Goon Show, but did he have a dustbin that was in some way atomic? Brutal for the shot workers. Yeah, that was a difficult round. Let's move on. There's all the answers. Whiskey, Indianapolis 500, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Valve A, and 17th Century. Right, sound round. Give me cans on. What have we got tonight? I can't remember. I think it's voices. Yeah. Here it is. Right, I'm going to play you some voices. You've got to identify them. And the list over there is the list of answers. Okay? So all the answers are on that list. Just look at the list. That's all you got to do. It's so easy. Right, here's voice number 1. You should be able to hear this just fine as soon as I play.
And the song is written from Mrs. Houdini's point of view. And what was rather beautiful was she used to help him a lot with his tricks. And one of the things that she would do before he went off into his tank or to jump into the sea or whatever it was, she would pass him a tiny key with a kiss before she left him and he went off. And when he was then in the water, he would use the key to unlock the padlocks.
So that's how Houdini escaped from things. But who was talking about it there? All right. Number 2 is another more modern person talking about a person from early in the 20th century. Who's this talking about George Mallory?
The greatest expedition ever mounted on God's earth in 1924. And he was last seen near the summit. Mallory, 300 feet from the summit, 1924, 30 years before it was climbed, and he was never seen again. We don't know to this day whether he climbed it or not.
Lovely. Who is this one, number 3? Now, listen carefully. This one is very, very short. This is an actor talking about a part they have as a voice in an animated film. So listen carefully. It's only 7 seconds long.
I play a raccoon. It's kind of a devil-may-care. He's the Cary Grant of the animal kingdom.
So very short. Number 4 is a character, not a person. It's a character, not an actor, not a person, but a fictional character. Who is this fictional character?
You are a lousy, stinking rat, Baldwin. I've met a lot of rats in my life. In fact, I spend my time waiting for the next rat to come out of the next sewer. You are the biggest, dirtiest rat to date.
You're the biggest, dirtiest rat to date. Lovely. And the last one is a real person, but it's from a film. A clip from a film. Who's speaking? Yeah. That's another short one. Only 10 seconds. Right. Okay. You tell me if you're ready or not. Noodle Doodles were asking, what's the name of the whiskey? Marion's answered it. Bunahaven from Islay. Jerry's just clearing up that, saying that the Ned's Atomic Dustbin got their name from an episode of The Goon Show. So I'm going to play these again. You tell me if you're ready, but I will play them again. Sounds again, please, says Kirsty. No problem, Kirsty. Here they come once again. So the first one is someone talking about a song of theirs called Houdini. Who is speaking?
And the song is written from Mrs. Houdini's point of view. And what was rather beautiful was she used to help him a lot with his tricks. And one of the things that she would do before he went off into his tank or to jump into the sea or whatever it was, she would pass him a tiny key with a kiss before she left him and he went off. And when he was then in the water, he would use the key to unlock the padlocks.
Nice. Okay, number 2 is someone talking about George Mallory.
The greatest expedition ever mounted on God's earth in 1924, and he was last seen near the summit. Mallory, 300 feet from the summit, 1924, 30 years before it was climbed, and he was never seen again. We don't know to this day whether he climbed it or not.
The greatest expedition on God's earth. Who could that be? Number 3 is very short. It's a man talking about how he plays a raccoon in a film.
I play a raccoon. It's kind of a devil-may-care. He's the Cary Grant of the animal kingdom.
The Cary Grant of the animal kingdom. What a load of rubbish. Number 4, who is the character?
You are a lousy, stinking rat, Baldwin. I've met a lot of rats in my life. In fact, I spend my time waiting for the next rat to come out of the next sewer. But you are the biggest, dirtiest rat to date.
Biggest, dirtiest rat to date. Lovely. And the last one is a clip from a film named The Sounds like Kenny Everett, but it's not Kenny Everett. Okay. Let me know when you're ready now. Some of you have said you're ready. Actually, quite a few, because there's some above that I did not notice. Natters is ready. That's the main thing. So let's get on with it. Right, everybody. The voice round. Let's see what happened. Le tremblant. What's the French word for ready? I know the Greek word, but I don't know the French word. Right. The first one, talking about her song, which is called Houdini, on her 1982 album, The Dreaming, which is her best album, is Kate Bush. Absolutely sensational. Fantastic. Number 2 is Brian Blessed. Brian Blessed always makes it to the voice round. The genius of Brian Blessed is to big everything up. You don't say it was like this expedition. He says it's the greatest expedition on God's earth. And he just does that naturally. Prêt. That's it, yeah. Prêt. Nous sommes prêts. Number 3 is Bruce Willis. Over the Hedge, I think the film is called. He plays a raccoon, like Cary Grant. Absolute balderdash. Number 4 is Bette Lynch. She was a character from Coronation Street, played by Julie Goodyear. Number 5, Charlie Chaplin, from the film The Great Dictator. A famous speech at the end of the film. He's a bit like Hitler, but then he turns out to be a good guy, something like that. I'm glad you said extortionate, Ollie. I thought you said exquisite there for a second. Pret make extortionate sandwiches. Fantastic. Okay, so that's all the answers. How did you get on? Did you get 10 out of 10? Try to think of a bonus question. Who played Angie Watts? There we go. Julie Goodyear played Bette Lynch, but in a different soap opera, there was Angie Watts. Who played Angie Watts? First person to get that right will get their name on the wheel. Isn't it horrible how a chain can take over a word like Pret? That's it. Straight in there, Lorna. Anita Dobson. Who went out with Brian May. And for a little while, in fact, did they get married? I can't remember. But for a while, they were Britain's hairiest couple. Oh, man. Thinking about Anita Dobson's hair so much I've typed Anita Dobson instead of Lorna G. Let's just fix that. There we go. Aye. Were they married? Yeah. Brian May's wide.
Spinch.
Oh, wife. I think he is a bit wide as well. It's like, I'm the greatest guitar player in the world, and I'm a astronomer. My mum used to know Brian May back in the day. She lived in London, late 60s. And they were all pals, you know. My dad had something to do with Queen. I'm not quite sure what it was, but he was involved in some way. Let me show you the wheel of names at the moment. I'll show you what I'm talking about in case you don't understand. So share screen. Try to do this without. Oh, look, there it is now. Let's give me a chance to sort it out so it looks okay on screen. There we go. See? Spelling is optional. You know what I mean? For you lot, anyway. For me, I've got to try and get it right, but for you lot. So there's the names: Lorna, Richard, and Spedge. See, let's do a test spin. If I was giving away a prize at this point, who would get it? Let's have a look. Oh, Mr. Rennick. All right. But that's just for fun, you know. It's just so you can see. So if you get one of these questions right, you get on the wheel. There's different ways of getting on the wheel. The wheel, and I'll spin it at the end of the quiz for the bread and other prizes. Okay, back to the quiz. Really? Is that true? Anita Dobson turned up in Bohemian Rhapsody, the movie. I went to see that at the cinema. I hardly ever go to the cinema, but I'm a Queen fan, and I wanted to hear Queen music loud on a big screen. That's why I went. I didn't really care about the film or anything, but I missed Anita Dobson. I'll have to go back and see it again. He did call the Countryside Alliance lying bastards on live TV. Is that who we talking about? Talking about Brian May, yeah? Oh man, gonna have to start getting some Brian May on the voice round there. I heard Brian May advocating for the hedgehog of Surrey. Right, that specific audio has to get on the voice round at some point. But not just now. It's time for a crypto. So I'm going to give you a cryptic clue. Then you've got 60 seconds to work out what it refers to. Today's solution for the crypto is the title of a UK #1 hit single from 1989. And here we go. So the time should start counting down. There it goes. Similar to the chances of Scotland winning the World Cup. And that's 4 letters, 1 letter, 6 letters. So 3 words. The title of the song you're looking for. Now, don't shout out the answer for this one. Just write it down. And if you get it before the 60 seconds, you'll get 3 points, okay? Four, 1, and 6. So it's a massive hit single from the late 80s. Not just in the UK, but #1 around the world. Lots of different places. Lots of different territories, I think they call them, if you work in the music industry. Divide everybody up into customers if you're a business person. Les Tromblons have got it. 9 seconds left. A great, massive big hit. 4 letters, 1 letter, 6 letter. Similar to chances of Scotland winning the World Cup. And, you know, that's... I was thinking men's football World Cup, but it could apply to just about any World Cup, apart from maybe snooker. We're pretty good at that. Right, time's up. Let's see if you got it. 3 points if you did get it right. It's Like a Prayer. Okay? You know, Madonna, there she is. I hear you call my name. Let's try and just recreate the video. I don't have any KKK crosses, though, so I can't really do it justice. Justice. Did you get it? Like a prayer. Just like a prayer, I'll take you there. Woo-hoo. Like a prayer to me. I saw Joe's comment about the wheel. Reminds me of the old wheel, of the wheel at the old pub. The Pelican, yeah, I remember the wheel at the Pelican. It's quite formative, actually. It's maybe why I became a quizmaster. Used to like going to Pelican Friday nights, underage. And you spin the wheel, and depending on where it came up, you'd get 2 Jack Daniels and Coke for the price of 1, something like that. Or a bottle of Beck's. Man. Shit-faced. Too cryptic. Too cryptic. Looks like half-half. Looks like half you take a chance. That's quite good, but it's not right. Scotland have won the World Cup. World curling, yes. Not here. And darts. Also, elephant polo. I think we've been world champions at that. Oh, God. Imagine you could get that now. £1 for a bottle of Newcastle Brown Ale. Jesus Christ. Holy bananas. Right, let's move on. Blanco. Right. Blanco's very simple concept. Just fill in the blanks. Okay, I've given you the first letter of these answers. It's a list round. What are the 5 UK cities that have hosted the final of the Eurovision Song Contest? Now, you know me. I love my Eurovision. It's pretty much the most important thing that happens every year. But there are 5 cities in the UK that have hosted the Eurovision. Name them. There's the first letters. L, E, B, H, and B. Now, that might be true, Spedge, but it's Weatherspoons, and it's just not going to happen. I ain't going there. Point for take a chance. What? A wrong answer in a completely wrong decade that didn't even make sense with the crypto. No point for that. No, Gary. Take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. You did take a chance by asking me, and it's fair enough. If you think you deserve a point or a half mark or something like that, let us know. But in that case, that's a flat no. Nah. Natters is trying it as well. Just no. Nope. Let's just put this up on screen and revel in the glory of that. Let's just remember the days when that was real. £1. And you'd have a £1 note as well. Not one of them crappy coins. Not one of them newfangled coins. You have a £1 note. A wee greenie. You all ready? That's the stuff. You tell me when you're ready. Michael's ready. Karen's ready. Marion's ready. The first letters are there. So you just got to guess the rest of the names of the cities. Some have hosted on multiple occasions. In fact, one has hosted on multiple occasions. The rest are one time only. Don't know how I know this, but I do. Pedantry, I don't think 4 is a city. You could be right about that, actually. That's important, because some people will be thinking. Yes, Colin is correct. I think number 4 is not a city, like an official city. I think it's a town. I'm just going to check it. And it is important, because if I say city, you tend to think, aye. Just check it out. Yeah, it's not on the list. Okay. Yeah, number 4 is not a city. Thanks for that, Colin. Right, Colin gets an extra point for pointing out an error, which is correct, because that's the deal. If you point out an error on the presentation, which turns out to be right, you get a point. And I'll put you on the wheel as well, Colin, the wheel of names. Thanks for that. See, the system works. Persuades me to get things right, you know what I mean? Aye, but you never said it. Got to say it. Say out loud. If you think you see any mistakes, folks, just say it loud. Right. Ready? I think you're all ready. I think you're ready. There's plenty of readies. Let's do it. Let's go. Here come the blanco answers. You score 2 points for each correct answer here. So here we go. The 5 cities, right? Starting at the top, most obvious one is London. Okay, they hosted in 1960, 63, 68, and 77. Only 2 of those were following UK wins. The others were just standing in. Number 2, get this, 1972, Edinburgh. Here's the bonus question for this round, actually. What was the venue when Edinburgh hosted the Eurovision Song Contest in 1972? What was the venue? You didn't get on the wheel for piss head nostalgia, Joe. Right, someone's got it right. Tate's got it right. Usher Hall. Superb. That's you on the wheel. It was the Usher Hall. Fancy that. It wouldn't be big enough nowadays. Okay, third on the list, number 3, Brighton, 1974. That's where ABBA won the contest with Waterloo. They were on stage at Brighton. Britain had not won the year before. I think it was Luxembourg won the year before. And they said, like, okay, can I host it? Usher Hall shut, can you do it? And Brighton was like, I will do it. Number 4, this is a good one. This is great. After Bucks Fizz won in 1981, it came back to the UK in 1982. The venue was Harrogate. Sensational. 2 points for Harrogate. And the last one, the most recent one, 1998, is Birmingham. NEC, I think. Terry Wogan and Ulrika Johnson were hosts for that. King's Theatre. Imagine that. Usher Hall's bigger than the King's, isn't it? Joanne's saying unexpected. I think you're maybe thinking Harrogate. It's not the first place you think of when you're thinking international pop music competitions, is it? But it's a conference place, Harrogate. I went to Harrogate a couple of years ago, specifically to get drunk. And it was very posh. We were trying to find the poor bit of Harrogate and we couldn't find it. We found a slightly crappy pub in the nice bit we were staying in. It's called the Slip Inn. The dirtiest name for a pub ever. Slip Inn. They had a dartboard. Luxembourg is not large enough. to stage the contest. I mean, I've been at Luxembourg. I know it's small on the map, but see when you're there, you can't see the side of Luxembourg or that side. I was in the middle of Luxembourg, couldn't see either side of it. So it's fairly big. It's about the size of Ayrshire. National Indoor Arena. Yeah, that's where they used to do gladiators, wasn't it? So Ulrika Johnson would have been well at home, hanging out with all the studs from Gladiators and Eurovision. Actually missed London. Wow, said Liverpool. Nah. Thanks for that, Andrew. I'll try and remember that next time I'm there. We thought it must be up here, but we couldn't find it. Okay, let's move on. Running out of time here. Mystery bag, right? Here's a chance to get your name on the wheel. Mystery bag. Mystery bag. It's a mystery. What's in the bag? Can you see what's in the bag? I don't think you can see. So you have to ask me questions of a 50-50 nature, and I will answer them. And whoever works out what's in the bag first will get what's in the bag, and you'll get your name on the wheel. So I'm just starting the clock here because whoever does the fastest one of the month will get a £1 million scratch card as well. Bonus. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, start. Is it metally? No, there's no metal involved. It's not a tool. It's not for children. It's not a toy. It's not edible. Is it from Poundland? No, it's not. It's not a Poundland thing tonight. Spedge. It's not hairy. It's not a board game. It's not sardines. Not batteries. Not plasticine. Nah, it's not in the kitchen. Hello, Alana. Is it in a tin? No. Is it functional? Practical? Well, you could prop up a table with it, I suppose. Bathroom? No. Candle soup person? Is it a book? Yes, it is a book. I want to know who it's by. That's the detail I need. Who is the book by? Paper, garden, toy. Right now, get past all these things that have nothing to do with books. So it is a book. We've worked out that, but I need to know who it's by. That's what's going to win it. Okay. It kind of went out of date in 2016. This book. George Orwell. No, it was written in this century, and it's to do with type of book. Yeah, it's a type of book. Male author, yes. Nah, it's not fiction, so it's not Roald Dahl, it's not Jilly Cooper, not J.K. Rowling, not Shakespeare. No, it's a person who's alive, and it's non-fiction. It's not a biography. That's a good question. It's not Brian Blessed. It's not Hitler. It's not Ian Rankin. It's not Dickens. It's not an autobiography. It's not like that. Stephen Hawking. No. Botham. No. Dalglish. Nah, it's not to do with sport. Tony Blair is the closest so far. It's not correct. Not correct, but it's the closest, easily the closest answer so far, Jamie. Bronte, Rankin, Grisham. Dictionary? Nah, it's not dictionary, Gary. It's a work of non-fiction, no. Like I said, non-fiction. Dan Brown? No. Proust? No. Jimmy Savile? No. No, got rid of that book. Barack Obama. Calendar. It's to do with Brexit. The author is Scottish. Wells, Harrison, Riordan, Obama, Hawkins. There we are. Yay. I'm interpreting that as G. Brown. I'm going to stop the clock right there. 3 minutes and 3, Lorna. It's this book, Britain, Leading, Not Leaving, by where's the name? Name's at the top. Gordon Brown. The Kirkcaldy bruiser who grew up to become Prime Minister and then wrote this book, which no one appears to have ever read, says The Patriotic Case for Remaining in Europe, right? But obviously that's not going to work now because we've gone and left. So £2.99, somebody in our family, I don't think I bought this. £2.99 we paid for it out of presumably some sort of charity shop, and the person who donated it never read it either. It's not, this hasn't been touched. Let's see. Let's get a part 3, balancing autonomy and cooperation. There you go. Pretty lively stuff from Gordon Brown. So Lorna, you've won that. Happy, happy, happy. And you get another name on the wheel. You're already on the wheel. You got 2 names on the wheel. That's superb. Yes, I think you speak for many people, Marion. I think you could go into politics with that command of populism. Oh, here we fucking go. Right. Go to no do that, right? See, when I find the rules are always the same. All right, maybe I should state the rules every time, but it's the first one I see, right? And they come in pretty quick. I'd like to see you lot try to do this. Yeah, Ludwig, I mean, like, the thing is, I'm going down the list. You probably typed it. What happens is you type it. Like Lorna types it. I'm reading the comments away up there. Then you type it, right? And then by the time I get Lorna's comment and read it out, then you say, "Oh, I've already said that." But I'm not doing it in real time because I'm a human being and I can't read 35,000 comments at that speed. You know what I mean? The winner's Lorna. That's it. So she, I mean, you're fighting over a Gordon Brown book. Also, don't forget that. Let's get some context. Jesus Christ. Seriously, I was in a raging mood today. You know what I tried to do today? And I'm going to run over, but I don't care. I tried to go to the charity shop to donate some stuff in a bag, a bit like that mystery bag. I said, "Hello, can I leave this stuff here?" And she says, "No, you have to book." And it's like, what? You have to book a slot to give some stuff to the charity shop now? I says, "No. You're joking." And she says, "No. The earliest we can do is next Wednesday." I said, "That's crazy." I says, "Look, I'm just going to stick it in the bin outside. Do you want this stuff?" "No, we can't take it." It's like, rubbish. And then I had an argument with her, and then I was in a bad mood, walked to the Botanics. I thought, go into Botanics, cool myself down. And then I couldn't get in the bloody Botanics because you still got a book there as well. I thought they would go over that stuff. Anyway, everything's fine. Everything's great. Aye, but the local tip's away near Portobello somewhere, and I don't drive, Simon, so that's it. It's ridiculous. Okay. Right, let's get on with the last 2 rounds of the quiz. Oh, look, it's James the Baker. James the Baker, you know, if you think I'm prone to, like, getting angry, wait till you meet James the Baker. Woohoo! That's true, actually. You do have to book to go to the tip. I know that because Simon from around the corner was taking some stuff and I took the opportunity. This last month, went with him, but he had to book. He had to book in advance. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, James the Baker will bring you fantastic bread. Here's another chance to get a name on the wheel. I know we just did this. It's usually the other way around, right? That's discombobulate. Let's get on with it. 50-50. Here we go. I'll just shut up, all right? How about that? So 50-50. Choose the right answer. No half measures. What make of car is Kit in the original TV series for Knight Rider? Chevrolet or Pontiac? That's the best comment of the night. There we go. It's a recycling centre, not a tip. That sounds like paradise, Mr. Spedge, where you can just do stuff without having to like give your details and barcodes and stuff, apps. I hate all that stuff. Anyway, Chevrolet or Pontiac kit out of Knight Rider. Number 2, horse sex. What kind of horses run in the classic race, the Oaks? It's one of the classics. Male horses or female horses? That's question number 2. Thank you, Lucy. Having managed the charity shop, it's frustrating for us to turn down donations as it is for people not to be able to donate. Yeah, I know. I know it's not their fault. I wasn't angry at them. Don't worry. I didn't give them a hard time. But I was fuming. Now, I wouldn't give anybody in a shop a hard time about anything, to be honest. I'm not wired like that. Which one of these letters is most frequently used in the English language, both written and spoken English? Which letter crops up most frequently? Letter C for cheese or letter P for pneumatic? So which letter is used most frequently in English, C or P? Number 4, what's the record? Number of gherkins eaten in 1 minute. It was set by Patrick Bertoletti of the USA in 2012. 16 gherkins or 60 gherkins? What's the most gherkins a man can eat in a minute? 16 or 60? And the last one, which city in Morocco has the largest population? Casablanca or Marrakesh? It is the biggest city in the country. Is it Casablanca or is it Marrakesh? Right, you tell me when you're ready. The botanics, having a book for the botanics is doing my nothing. Like, I don't live too far from the botanics and I quite like to walk through it. But you can't, you got a book. And it's like, it's out of doors. It's out of doors. No one's going to get the COVID. How big were the gherkins? Standard size. Thank you. Here are the questions once again. What's kit? Chevrolet or Pontiac? The Oaks, is that for male horses or female horses? What's the most common letter out of these two in the English language? C or P? Crisis or priesthood? Patrick Bertoletti set a record for eating gherkins. I think the gherkins are about that size. You know what I mean? Like if you got a jar of gherkins, not mini ones. Proper gherkins. 16 gherkins or 60 gherkins. And what is the biggest city in Morocco? Is it Casablanca or Marrakesh? Okay. Yeah. International standard units of gherkins. Got a pickle with that one? Hey. Fred tried to donate unopened flat pack furniture, would not take it unless they build it up. That's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure there's reasons for these rules, but they drive you absolutely nuts. I had an argument with a woman at the gate, not a person working, but I was chatting to someone and I was saying, I thought they might have got past this now. The botanics I was talking about. Nah, she says, it's still got the rules. I said, all right. And another woman says, quite rightly, she says, I says, well, come on. I says, nah, it's nonsense. I says, like, I might be wrong, but, you know, what's the evidence that limiting numbers in the botanics is any help at all? It's open air. Oh, I don't want to have this conversation, she said. I was like, you don't want to fucking started. Wah! Yeah, we can have any gherkins we like. We're taking back control of the gherkin problem. Yeah, but they could limit going into that. I mean, I just want to walk through the park. I mean, it's a great big old park, yeah. Talked about it in Edinburgh, yeah. Nuts. Anyway, That's what it was all about, wasn't it? Blue passports and bendy gherkins. Yahoo! Right. I think you're all ready. You don't want to hear my my woes. Right, here come the answers. 2 points for each of these. Right, kit is a Pontiac. Okay, that's it there. 1982 Trans Am Pontiac. And it could drive itself while Michael Knight did crazy stunts. Absolutely brilliant. Horse sex, the Oaks. That is female horses. It's for 3-year-old fillies. C and P. C for Cushell, P for plenty. Best household towel in the world. Absolutely. I tend to agree. Veg, Cushell's my favourite now, definitely. It's letter C. Letter C is more common. Number 4 is 16 gherkins. All right, gherkins quite a big deal. You couldn't do 60. That's the guy. Total outrage. Patrick Bertoletti. That's him doing a hot dog competition. Check it out. And which city in Morocco has the largest population? It is the biggest city in Morocco. It's Casablanca. Casablanca's got 3 million people. Marrakesh, less than 1 million. How many points did you get? That'll be for the gherkin guy, I think. Nutter! 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Can I think of an extra question here? Marrakesh is not actually the second biggest city in Morocco. What is the second biggest city in Morocco? That's the question for the extra point. That is correct. Colin has got it. It's Fez. And Colin gets his second name on the wheel. There's about 1 million people in Fez, or over 1 million people in Fez. Rabat is the capital, but it's quite small in comparison. Rabat's got about the size of Edinburgh. Casablanca, Fez, Tangier, Marrakesh are the top 4. Okay, very good. Just like that. Just like that. Bird, cage, cage, bird. Beautiful. Yes, Kirsty, I dare say they did. That's why I put the date information in that question, because I know that's the sort of world record that can be beaten. That's why I worded it that way. I've been round the block, you know. Right, let's do it. Double or bust, right? You know how double or bust works. God, it's 8:05. I'm ridiculous. I'm getting worse, actually. See, for a while back in August and September, I was finishing on time. No good, right? Okay, come on. Come on, Doctable, speed up. It's because I'm so angry. Right, double or bust. You get 4 points for right answer. This is the last round. Get your scores after this round. So you can get 20 points here if you get them all right. All 5 right. Times 4 is 20. But if you put one wrong answer in this round, you get nothing. 0 points. That's bust for the round. So you have to decide. If you're going to go for them, you could get bust. You can avoid getting bust by leaving blanks. If you don't put any answer, you don't get bust. But if you actually put a wrong answer, you get bust. You know what I mean? Here we go. Right. Which planet in the solar system takes the least amount of time to orbit the sun? There we go. That's question number 1. So another way to ask it is, which planet has the shortest year? Takes the least amount of time to orbit the sun. That is question number... question number 1. I'm just laughing at it. Kirsty says 23 gherkins in September of this year. Takes like what, in the whole of September? Nice. Question number 2. The first thermonuclear bomb was tested in 1942, and it was known as the H bomb. What does the letter H stand for in this abbreviation? So the H bomb, first nuclear bomb, what did the H stand for? That's question number 2. Double or bust. Question number 3, supervillains. Which villain did Jack Nicholson play in the 1989 film Batman? That's question number 3. If you remember Like a Prayer by Madonna, you'll remember this Batman film. Big cultural items at the time. That's what 1989 was all about. Batman, Like a Prayer, and drinking in the Pelican. Number 4, pets. Abyssinian, Skinny, and Silky are all breeds of which rodent and common pet? So what type of pet is that? It could be an Abyssinian, a Skinny, or a Silky. That's common breeds of which common pet? Type of rodent. Number 5, I think is a year one. Yeah. What year was the first publication of Catch-22, which is the most famous novel by Joseph Heller? You have to get within 10 years. If you get within 10 years, you get 4 points. If you're further out, if you're 11 years out or more, you get bust. Of course, you can leave it blank. You don't have to answer. So it's up to you if you go for it or not. You tell me if you're ready. It's good to get that anger out. Sorry I've overrun tonight. I'll tell you this questions one more time. So the shortest year of any planet in the solar system is number 1. Number 2, what does the H stand for? An H bomb. Number 3, Jack Nicholson's villain in Batman 1989. What was the name of the character? Which was the supervillain? Number 4, Abyssinian, Silky, and Skinny. What type of pet? And the last one, what year? Catch-22, written by Joseph Heller. Get within 10 years to get the points. Outside 10 years, you get bust. All right. I'm very briefly going to remind you that I do this for tips. If you think tonight's quiz was worth a tip, then I'd be delighted to receive a tip from you. I'm not talking about advice. I'm talking about cash. If you don't donate or you don't want to donate, that's absolutely fine. Of course, this is free. But I would be delighted to get any tip. I'm trying to feed my family. And that's the link. I've just put a link in. I'll put it on again at the end. But that's that. So when you tell me that you're ready, when enough people tell me that you're ready, I shall give you the answers and we're going to find out tonight's scores. After I give you the answers, I'll get you to upload your scores. I'll give you a link for that in just a few minutes. Balls out. They're declaring balls out. Balls out. That means answering all 5. You can only declare that if you're answering all 5. Anything less than that is balls in. Ready, ready, ready. Right, you all ready? Here we go. You all ready? Get ready. Right, planet with the shortest year in the solar system. It's the one closest to the sun, Mercury. There it is. The day is actually longer than the year. If you look at that closely enough, it kind of explains it, but it warps your head a little bit. Anyway, Mercury. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. H-bomb. H is hydrogen. 4 points for hydrogen. H-bomb. Jack Nicholson. I think most people my age will just snap that out. It's the Joker. He was the Joker in Batman. It had been the first sort of new Batman for a long, long time, since the 60s one, so everyone was most excited by it. I don't really do superhero stuff, but a lot of people were into that. Abyssinian, Silky, and Skinny. Guinea pigs. You want to see 2 cute Abyssinian guinea pigs? Of course you do. There they are. And the last one, Catch-22, famous novel. I've never read it, but I think it's set in the Second World War, so it's got to be after that. The right answer is 1961. So if you said anything between 51 and 71, then you get the points. I think that's quite difficult. There's first edition. classic 50s/60s design, I would say. The colors, the fonts, the type of art. Oh, bust on guinea pigs. Jesus. What'd you put if you didn't put guinea pigs? Did you put hamsters? Yeah, 16. Full marks, got the catch 22. Spot on. Nice one, Lucy. Ooh. Sometimes you've got to have the courage of your convictions, Kirsty. Sometimes you've got to believe. Sometimes you've got to stand up for the American way and answer all 5 questions. We bloody have one too, hamster. What, you've got a guinea pig or you've got a hamster? Glad we didn't go for 4. Was thinking rats, right? Aye, well, nicely avoided, Tate. Sometimes it's good. Got 20 after lots of rodent discussion. Jerry's recommending Catch 22. Nah, I've not read it. I've always been put off because I remember someone saying, oh, it's really, really difficult. It's really difficult to read. And like that was one person telling me that about 25 years ago, and it's just stuck in my head. So it's kind of ludicrous to get hung up on that. It's quite big, isn't it? I like wee books. Yossarian, I know that's the name of the character, yeah. Yeah, I know about roast guinea pigs in Peru. They call it cuy. 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 Silky chickens. Nah, it was the chickens. But all right. 53 for House of Mints. We get some total scores here. 61 for the shop workers. 67 for the chameleons. 72 overall for the Tate. Nice. 57 for Le Tromblon. Tromblon. What does Tromblon mean? I don't know that. 55. Oh, I see. Mr. Scanlon was asking the question earlier. Nice one. 60 for Breed or Deed. Right, I better give you the link for uploading your score. I know some of you like to run off. That is the end of the main part of the quiz. We're going to do a little bit of live quizzing, and then we're going to spin the wheel for some prizes in about 10 minutes. So the first thing I'm going to do is give you a link to upload your scores. Okay. Here is the link. It's just your name, team name, or your name, whatever you're doing, playing as a team, playing as a person, plus the score. Just upload it, and I'll make a nice league table, and I'll stick them all up on Dodgeball Facebook a little bit later. You know what? You can find cavies, same family as the guinea pig, on BREID in South Africa. What is BREID? On BREID. What, on like a cheese? Is that what you mean? Is there some kind of typo going on there? On BREID. Cavies on BREID. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. It was a tough quiz tonight, yeah. I think it was. Well done to everybody. Thank you all for taking part. There's the answers for the last round. I'm sure you all got it. 70 for Marion. Nice one. Bust for Janie. 31 total. That's the game, Janie. That's what to do. You post up your... If you think you've got a bad score, make sure you do post it. And it makes everybody else feel like... Beautiful. You know? Bust on 51. Les Tromblons is the blunderbusses. That's great. That's terrific. Right. I'm going to show you the wheel of names as it stands at the moment. In fact, we'll do a prize first, right? Just to get it started. So look, I've put the names in there, and then they appear on this wheel. See that? So there's a couple of Collins, 2 Lornas, 1 Tate, 1 Richard, 1 Spedge. I'm going to spin this. I'm going to spin it right now for a scratch card. Okay. So tonight's first prize is the first, not like the best, but like the first one we come to. Prize is £10,000. Okay, scratch card, right there. I'll post it to you if you come up. Let's spin the wheel. This is going to be the first winner. I'm going to give you a chance to get some more names on the wheel coming up in just a minute. So who's getting this scratch card? It's Lorna!
Lorna G.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take one name off. You still got a name on for the big prize, right? But you win that. So what I need to do is be more organized than I actually am. There's a bit of paper right here. And I'll make a note of that so I don't forget. Where is everything? It's one of those nights, can't find anything right. Lorna, 10K. There we go. And I've got your address already, Lorna, so you don't need to give me anything. Right. Hope you're uploading your scores at the moment. Nah, beer makes you smarter. We all know that. Thank you very much. Said like bray, if you say the I like I in Scots. Braai. Oh, a braai is a South African barbecue, right? Ah, see, I'm learning lots of stuff tonight. I like that. Tromblon is blunderbusses. And a braai is barbecue. That's excellent. Looks like lots of you know that. That's great. I'll get that stuff in. I gotta go. See you later. Right, okay, well, I'll let you know if you win the bread. Colin, there's every chance because there's 2 of you on the wheel. But before we do that, I'm going to get some more people on the wheel. I'm going to invite you to come and play. We're going to do Hangman. Okay, so I'm just about to put a link here. You follow the link and come through, and then we're going to play live quizzing. And even if you don't come through live, we'll try and work out a way where you can still get a name on the wheel. But if you want to come and play live, click the link and come and play, because we're going to play Hangman. Let me show you some Hangman action. If I can. Where is it? Where's Hangman? There it is. Okay. Right, we've got folk coming through. We've got Mr. Doyle, we've got Mr. Spedge. I think I'm working on a way of people getting this without actually being on live. It's like still more likely that the people on live will get it, and you might be able to get your name on the wheel via the comments as well. Let's get Mr. Doyle on and Miss. Well, say hello to Mr. Doyle. Hello, how you doing?
Oh, very well.
Yeah, you sound well. You sound quite perfect. Oh, you've got the sunflowers today, yeah?
Yep.
And is that just sunflowers, or is that a different type of superhero?
No, it's just felt like Van Gogh. So
yeah, it's nice. A splash of color at this time of year where everything's getting a little bit dark. Very nice. Thank you. Right, let's say hello to Spedge. Hello.
Good evening, Dr. Paul. Good evening, Mr. Jonathan Doyle. Having a great time. Loving that lovely yellow flowery shirt of yours. It looks amazing.
Terrific. Oh, I see the eyebrows. He's like, I fucking know. He's the best. Right. Okay. Who else is here? Oh, we got a new person. Who's this? Phoenix Wolf. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Phoenix.
Oh, wait, don't leave me. Okay.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Now, are you Phoenix? Is that your name?
Yep, that's right.
Right. And where are you talking to us from, Phoenix?
Glasgow.
Lovely. Which part of Glasgow? I'm a big fan of Glasgow. I lived there for a long time. Whereabouts are you?
Mount Florida.
Mount Florida. Well, tough luck about that, you know. I mean, it might be better now. When I was living in Glasgow, there was nothing at Mount Florida. It was like this empty zone. Has it improved?
The circus is gone apparently.
The circus.
That's news I'm receiving.
Now, We've got loads of people coming in. Here's Marion as well. Hello, Marion.
Hello, hello.
All right, how's things?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Yeah, look, I'm going to get everybody on at the same time. I'm going to try and do it this way.
Oh.
Alistair's here.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
All right, look, everyone's looking great. And now, who? I can't see the. I can't see your name. Hang on. It's Natters. Hello. Hello. Fantastic. Right, you're all here, and we're all going to play Hangman. So I'm going to put Hangman back on, and I'm going to see if I can work it out with this many people playing. I need to put that back on so that you can see all the behind the scenes bit. So here we go. Now, Mr. Doyle was first, so he'll get to go first. So you're looking for the title of a song. Now, you can solve this at any time you like, Jonathan. After you can try a letter, and then whether you get it right or wrong, you can try a solve, and then we'll move on. I think that's pretty much the rules. If anyone watching who's not here can do a solve, thinks they've solved it, well, I'll open it up in a while. I'll give everyone a chance to get a letter first, right? So, right, Jonathan, have you got a letter for us?
N for November.
N for November. That's a good choice. There's N's right there. Do you have a solve at this point?
No.
I'm not surprised. Got to move on. I've put a name on the grid for you, which is great. So I move on to Spedge. Spedge, what have you got for us? Give us a letter.
I'm going to give you T for Tango.
T for Tango, right? There's a T. Now, can you solve it at this point?
No idea yet.
No idea yet. Okay, we move on to our next, which is Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix. Have you got a letter for us?
Yes, P for porcelain.
P for porcelain. Lovely choice. P is not on the board, so you don't get on the board. You're still in the game, though. You don't get knocked out.
Yeah.
So we might come back to you. Right, Marion, what have you got?
H for Harry.
H for Harry. Right, H for Harry. There's an H. And, do you have a solve for us at this point?
No, not at the moment.
That's good, because even if you said the right answer, I might not remember exactly what the answer is, to be honest. I know what it is now. I remember what it is now. Right, okay, we move on. Alistair.
Hello, I'll go with S. S for sugar.
S for sugar. Let's try S for sugar. Yes, there's an S there, so that I'll put your name on the board. Do you have a solve for us? Do you think you started to feel your way towards the...
No, not at the moment.
Okay, and we come to Natters. Now, what have you got for us?
I'll go for G.
G for G. Right. Oh, right. That's quite good. What do you think of that? You got any ideas for us at this point?
I think I might know what it is.
Right. Go on then.
Fly on the Wings of Love.
That's the right answer. Yeah. That's amazing. Fly on the Wings of Love. Do you know the song?
Yeah, from Eurovision.
It's the Eurovision winner. For an extra point, do you know what year it was and what country won with it?
2000, and it was Denmark.
That's right. That's right. In every single detail. That's amazing, right? So you got a letter there, and you solved it. So you got two names on the board, and it's 2027, which is absolutely fantastic. Listen, I'm going to say cheerio, everybody. Right, I'm gonna get on with the spinning of the wheel. In fact, you can all stay and hang around. Why would I get rid of you? Because some of you might win here, right? As all the names come up on the board, yes, they have. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the Hangman. I'm gonna bring back the wheel. That was brilliant, Natters. Are you a Eurovision fan?
I am obviously a huge Eurovision fan. Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's the most fun you can have.
I agree. It's one of the best Saturday nights of the year, I think.
Totally.
Well, I just think it's the best fun you can have. There's no qualifier. It's not the best fun you can have with your clothes on. It's not the best Saturday night of the year. It's just the best fun you can have, right? It's the best actual thing. So This is for the bread. I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to find out who wins the bread. Here we go. Loads of people on the board. Let's spin it and see. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong place. There we go. Whoa. Round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, he's about to nose. It's Natters! Unbelievable. So now, where are you based, Natters?
I'm in Troon at the moment.
Right, I kind of thought you weren't in Edinburgh, so you can't have the bread. All right, you're not allowed to have the bread because James the baker is a lovely man, but he will only go as far as well, he'll go all the way, but like in terms of delivering bread, he'll only go as far as Ratho. In fact, not even Ratho. Somebody lived in Ratho and they did not get the bread. So that means you're going to get a £10,000 scratch card. Okay.
Thank you.
So, yeah, well, you're welcome. Let's spin it one more time and see if we can get an Edinburgh-based person. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, I've done the wrong button, haven't I? It's Spedge, who lives in the northeast of England.
You don't need any bread. You can keep the bread. I know up there, so you can keep the breed.
Well, you get a scratch card, so I'll send you that.
Thanks, you're the man.
I'm going to have to keep doing this till we get somebody who. Hang on a second. Does anyone live in Edinburgh who's on the wheel? I think
me. But
yes, Alistair, you do, right? Okay, let's keep spinning here. Let's see what happens next. And Colin does as well, and Marion does, and Lorna does. Yay! So we finally have a winner. Great, isn't it? How it says to be named Lorna G, like that, in a kind of computer thing. Lorna gets the bread, £10,000. Natters gets £10,000, and Spedge gets £10,000 as well. That's a pretty good night's work, right? Look, Spedge is might. There he is. That's the stuff. Thanks very much. Thanks especially to Natters and to Phoenix for coming and playing for the first time. Appreciate that very much. And that's the quiz, folks. I'm going to drop you out one by one. And thank you all for coming. And I'll see you later. All right.
Yeah. Have a good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you. I'll see you all again Friday. Quiz is back on Friday. There's Lorna saying, thanks, guys. Sorry you missed out. No, that's great. You're a winner, Lorna. You got two names on. You got your name on the board twice during the course of the quiz. That was good. You know what? I think the Hangman thing's really good, playing it like that. What do you think? Do you like it? I'm working on the Where Am I game. Like, if you were here on Monday, you'll know that I did a Where Am I game on Google Street View, which is quite good. I've just got to perfect it or work out a few things, but I'm going to do that. I might try and get it ready for Friday. But the Hangman's good. It's good doing it like that. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, well done, Natters. Congrats, everyone from Robin. Excellent stuff. Right, thanks all for coming. Really appreciate it. Please like the quiz if you liked the quiz, which you did. Before you go away, hit that like button. And please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Yeah, it's like a little game show, innit? It's like I'm Nicky Campbell and what's her name? Carol Smiley at the same time. It is good with everybody on the screen, isn't it? I should try and work out a few more things like that. Because it's good fun when everyone's on. Awesome mints. Thanks very much to Phoenix and Natters. I mean, thank you to everybody for dialing in, but it's especially nice to see new people. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was. It's really good. But I'm delighted for anyone coming in, regulars or not, you know. What I think people don't understand, Natters, is that, like, you know, if you're watching this and thinking, what's all this Eurovision shit, you know? See if you actually start watching it. See if you actually just get into it. Takes over your mind. Start waking up in the middle of the night. Uno, uno, uno. Dos, cuatro. Uno, uno, uno. dos, cuatro, and then, and if you're into the 60s stuff like me as well, la, 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 la. That was La 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 by Maciel. It won in 19, oh Christ. So I'm trying to show off and then I don't know the fact. I think it's 1969. 68 or 69. It's called La La La. Most of the lyrics were La La La. I think she said La 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 round about 68 times in the song, as well as being 1968. Great stuff. Some great songs in the 70s. Si la vie est un cadeau. If life is a gift. You'll love it, Marion. It's just great. Now, I know you like football, Marion. I know you like the big crowds. And if you imagine a football game, it's a kind of similar atmosphere at Eurovision because everyone's got flags, right? So it's country versus country. Everyone's got flags. But there's no edge whatsoever. No one's trying to kill each other. There's no thing in the back of your head going, oh, I better not go that way. Better not go to this part of the ground. There's nothing like that. It's like all the fun of football with the flags and the colours. But, and I know football's generally speaking not violent. I'm a football fan as well. And I know that it's annoying when people characterise football as being violent. Because it's not, mainly. But, having said that, there are games you go to sometimes and you think to yourself, right, I'm not quite sure what way I'm going. And I just want to be sure I don't run into trouble. You got to have your wits about it, you know what I mean? Eurovision, no way. You can be pissed out your mind. You know nothing bad's going to happen because everyone's so nice. I think the Beag is very pleased, very, very proud to see her girl on the screen. That's nice. You all Eurovision fans. I'm sure I've bored you with this before, but me and my wife and my daughter, we all went in 2016 to Stockholm. Greatest thing I've ever done in my life. And at that point, I thought we were going to go every year. So I was doing okay for money back then. We spent quite a bit of money. But I said to myself, right, this is it. I'm going to go to Eurovision every year. But then Ukraine won. You see? And the thing about that was they were having an actual war with Russia. So it came round to it and we were like, well, we could go to Ukraine. But, you know, for the sake of Stella, who was only 7 at the time, we thought, maybe just leave it for a year. Because I wouldn't mind dying in a terrorist outrage or a war or something like that, you know. Because I'm 40 odds, you know, been around the block, seen a few things, had a life, but it wouldn't be fair to young Stella. So we just left out Ukraine, and then Portugal won. And I just don't think we had the money for Portugal. And I think we were in slightly better shape money-wise for Israel last year, but again, security situation. I would go. I would happily go to Israel. I would happily go to Ukraine. If it was just me, because my daughter's involved, it's like, yeah. And then, of course, it was Amsterdam this year. No, sorry, not Amsterdam, Rotterdam going to be this year. So we got tickets and we were going to go. We had flights, we had a hotel, everything. Just me and my daughter. And it was going to be the best one ever. She's 10, you know, because like she kind of roughly knew what Eurovision was when she was 6, but now she's right into it, you know. We spent a lot of time thinking about Eurovision, watching Eurovision songs, and then of course COVID, so that was that. So maybe maybe we'll get there next year. I don't know what's going to happen. I know it's not the same thing, but I went to Crufts a few years ago. Yeah. I can imagine, I'm not a dog person at all, but I can imagine that being brilliant. I actually went, I lived in Greece for a couple of years, and when we came back to Scotland, which was 2009, basically the first thing we did in terms of leisure was go to the Scottish dog show, Ingliston. Like, me and my wife are not dog people. Don't hate dogs, but we're just not dog people, you know, like dog people are. So we went out to Inglestown's. It's like, let's go and see we got the list, looked through the list. What's weird? What can we go and see? Dog show. Let's go see a dog show. So we went out there. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Learned a lot, Well, didn't learn an awful lot, but learned that people were really into dogs. Like, there was a bunch of dogs. We could turn up in the afternoon, and it's like, can't remember what it was, sheepdogs or something like that, collies, and there's like a line of 6 collies, absolutely identical, as far as I'm concerned. They all look exactly the same. 6 of them or 8 of them standing one dog. And I was standing next to a bloke who was like looking quite studied. So I said, right, which one's going to win then? And he says, that one. He just zoomed right in. I think they might have had numbers. Number 4, he says. Somehow indicated to me which one it was, like without hesitation at all. I said, really? How do you know? I said, they all look the same. He says, nah. He says, I've done a bit of judging myself. That one. I says, how do you know? He says, oh, it's in the line, it's in this. He started talking about the details. I was like, all right. Sure enough, that was the winner. Brilliant. I also watched a film recently, Best in Show, made by the same people that did Spinal Tap, but it's about dog shows. It's really good. It's funny. Because it's about people. It's not so much about dogs, more about people. Right, I'm out of here. I've got to get off because I need to be... I know someone's coming around. I'm going to answer the front door, so I can't be online when the front doorbell goes. So thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for playing the quiz. Send me all your money. Just going to put this in one more time. The old donation link. For those of you with tons and tons of money to spare. Some of you. Most of us are screwed, but... You know any millionaires, by the way? Get them to come to the quiz. Whoa, that's the front door. Good night. I'll see you later.